Hello there, welcome back to some more Final Fantasy XVI. Last episode we reached this little old city of Tebar, and now we're going to find some more quests to do.
Is that blade for hire, perchance?
Yes.
Because I have a mind to make a killing.
Figuratively, I hope.
Well, yes and no. A passing caravan carried with it a rumor most fortuitous for one in my trade, that an elder Dread Evis had been sighted in the fields of Korava. Dread Evis are aggressive beasts. Compelled as they are to acts of violence, few survive to maturity, but those that do develop a hide of phenomenal value.
A hide you want to sell?
Eventually, yes. Though I would have it tanned first that it might be crafted into marvels the likes of which the world has never seen. Dread Evis skin is a rare thing indeed. But the worked hide of a well-aged beast, now that would fetch such coin that Gilbert himself might weep with envy. Bring me that beast's skin, and I will share with you the bounty of our combined labors.
Alright, you got it.
Right. I'll hunt your Evis.
Of course you will. When one lives in such troubled times, it is a fool who lets opportunity slip his grasp. Leave Tabor through the east gate, but take the path that branches west. Once you reach the checkpoint at Tovani, you are a mere stone's throw from the fields of Korava. I eagerly await your safe, and above all, triumphant return.
Skin trade. I'm on it. So they want me to go down here, but I can go out and then round. But first, a cutscene.
Cyril, how fares the search?
Well, Your Grace, my report shall be with you ere long.
Ah, yes. Yotei is otherwise engaged, at my behest.
And the duty of wardenship?
Fulfilled. For as you see, I've been reunited with my first shield.
I am Cyril, Knight of the Undying and bearer of the Burning Quill, charged with chronicling the mortal deeds of His Grace, Joshua Rosfield, Keeper of the Flame of the Phoenix, and rightful Archduke of Rosaria.
I entrusted Cyril here with overseeing the investigation into Ultima's origins. Findings from his brothers and sisters afield are delivered here to be collated and catalogued.
Just how many Undying are there?
Not nearly enough, milady. Yet we are glad to give our all in service to the Phoenix. Such is, and has ever been, our creed.
I see.
You have your associates, I have mine. But you may now think of them as ours. That won't be a problem, will it?
The Phoenix is our sun, and we but the shadows that quicken in his radiance. It is from the darkness that we serve, both him and now you.
If you say so, bro.
Pray accept this token.
The Phoenix down.
For as long as you bear it, members of our order will reveal themselves unto you. If there is nothing further.
No. You are dismissed.
Your Grace.
It's a canva then.
We'll talk about this later.
Don't need to talk about it, we're fine.
Cyril seemed very, You certainly keep strange bedfellows, Joshua.
Ah, Lord Rosfield. I'm afraid I cannot stay to talk. I must leave to collect the reports of our spies in the field. Now that you wear the Phoenix down, our brothers and sisters will no doubt reveal themselves to you too. Farewell, my lord, and may the Firebird's flame burn ever in your heart.
Indeed.
Thank goodness he
We
told
shall
us
do
the
that.
truth.
There are horrible beasts down that way. Ashen terrors who'll kill you as soon as look at you. Would that I had the strength to kill them first.
It's well, they want me to go this way. I thought they said go Western Gate but then Eastern Path. That's right, that's right. Yeah, I was just thinking to myself, you gotta be we live in strange times. You gotta be so
the right way, bro.
you gotta be so careful with like gestures and things you make with your hands and shoulders and stuff. I was like, uh oh, I don't want to accidentally do like a far right dog whistle or something. Or any kind of dog whistle for that matter, but you know. Hello, mate. I think this is my hunt. Yeah, the pack. You're right. Dun dun dun. You shan't take long, you fuck. I mean, they'll hit hard, but they're not going to do much to me. They haven't got enough health to be a viable threat. Ow! Fuckers. Force my hand. Spin out them a little bit. Cleanest run I've ever done, so that's fine. First have to kill them, so it's simple. Problem is I see these wolves and I think, oh, Torgal's here. Yeah, I'm fine, don't worry. I'm not trying really hard to dodge, it's my fault. See ya. Thanks for playing. Now get out.
Shouldn't have messed with the leader of the pack, eh, boy?
Now I'll fight harder with the Dread Avis. I'll actually try.
Come on.
I shouldn't say things like that because it's not really true. I am trying all the time. It's easy as an excuse to say you're not trying that hard. You know, you want to win it all the time, obviously. Though I was never very good at losing anyway. I didn't take loss very well. I think it's an embarrassment thing. I feel embarrassed when I lose and it makes me self-conscious and then I get defensive because you don't like that. So I feel like really het up real quick. I get really frustrated. So I can't do like family activities too much because I just get too wound up. It is a character flaw, I'm aware, but it doesn't really got a lot to do with it. It's like saying to a depressed person, just don't be depressed. You can't say to me, just don't care. Like, just don't worry about it, just have fun. Fucking can't stand that. I would be having fun if I were winning.
Good girl.
Yeah.
Although even then, not really. I kind of just expect to win. So like, you know, like it's a mental disorder. Like, you know, delusions of grandeur, being like, I should win just because I should be good enough, and if I'm not winning, I'm not good enough. And if I do win, it's only because I'm expected to win anyway. So why should I be proud or happy about that? Because I expect to win. So it's like you get all the downsides of losing and none of the benefits of winning. So why would you ever compete? And so I don't.
He may be, but it looks like there's still plenty of fight in him yet.
Enjoy that. Avis skin and a dragon talon.
This thing reeks. The sooner it's off my hands, the better.
There we go. I've noticed in the cutscenes Joe's doing a lot less talking, which bodes
Here's
poorly.
your hide, as requested.
I worried you might never return. Quickly, let me see it.
The thick, scaled skin of an Avis claimed by some to be as old as the mountains themselves, though it has to be likely seen but a decade or two. Because they fight so much they die early.
As supple as a maiden's cheek, yet as adamant as her virtue. This is everything I had hoped for, and more. Clearly, my trust in you was not misplaced. You must be a hunter of considerable talent to have bested the beast with nary a scratch. Join me as my honored partner. With my means and your might, we shall be as wealthy as the merchant kings of Zemeckis.
I don't plan on making a habit of this. I'm busy enough as it is.
Very well. Though I believe fate had a hand in our meeting, it would be unbecoming of me to beg. Do not allow me to keep you from being about your business. Here, for the hide.
Thanks. I will now continue with my life. Thank you. Goodbye. Right, and then go up here for the other side quest.
Careful how you pack that leather. Any crystals?
You there! The strapping lad with the sword.
Hello.
Finally. No one was paying me the slightest heed.
Is something wrong?
At the university, the students would hang on my every word. Sadly, this far from home, I'm just a vagrant graybeard.
The university? You're a scholar.
A specialist in ancient cultures. The most accomplished in all Valisthea, some have said. Not that I look the part in these tattered rags. In my heyday, no obstacle could have kept me from my studies. Yet here I am, a wizened windbag, bested by the many steps of Tabor. The answers I seek lying just beyond my enfeebled reach. Would you do an old man a kindness and brave the stairs in my stead? You'll be amply rewarded, of course.
Yes, sure.
Climb the stairs and...
And memorize a few inscriptions for me, assuming you know your letters, that is. Some courteous soul is rumored to have carved clues to Tabor's rich history into stones dotted about the village. 3 of them, to be precise. 1 each to the north, south, and east. I'm here in the hope that those carvings might shed light on a riddle I've been pondering for some time. Namely, the otherwise undocumented origins of Tabor's unique people. People quite unlike those of neighboring lands.
I can't promise I'll remember everything perfectly.
Remember what you can. I'll piece together the rest. Make for the domed pavilions, and you'll have no trouble finding the stones.
Carved in stone. Okay, so they're all around here,
Careful how you
just
pack
in the
that
stairs.
lever. Any creases or scratches will bring down the price.
So we just got to get around the town, basically. Figure out how to get to each place.
Here's the scraps you're after.
Here's one of them. Hello. Wanderers of the Golden Plains, lay your roots in stone. With pride recall thy noble past and make these rocks a home.
What golden plains might the wanderers have called home, I wonder?
Mummy made the pottage from it.
Sounds delicious.
Children of the hunters, now tillers of the land, reap her promised blessing and give praise her gracious hand.
Farmers must have settled here in Tabor.
The southern one is up there.
Have you noticed the elders? Not a scratch on them.
Thank you for your wares. Ha.
And the rest of the boxes to down.
I shouldn't steal from these townsfolk. Although I don't know that it is stealing, I have no idea.
I want the sky to go back to how it was. I don't like it.
Nor do I, dearie. In all my...
Final one says, Guardians of the crystal, the first stones of Tabor, sacred hold thy noble blood till ends the mother's labour.
No history would be complete without mention of the mother crystals. I should speak to the old scholar before I forget everything I've read.
Like him always are, aren't they?
Hello, mate.
The engravings were in good repair considering their age.
Oh, what that I could have seen for myself. Come, don't tease me now. What did you learn of this place and its people? Let's start with the engraving to the south, shall we? What did it say?
Good question. The south one. Guardians of the Republic.
Guardians of the Republic.
The Republic? Are you certain? These stones predate the founding of Dalmekia by centuries.
That can't be right then.
It must be Guardians of the Crystal.
Guardians of the Crystal. The first stones.
Oh, I only have
of
to get the
Tabor.
first bit right. Okay.
Sacred hold thy noble blood till ends the mother's labor. I'm pretty sure that was it.
Fascinating. It would seem the founders of this city were descendants of those fallen charged with protecting the mother crystals. But whatever could have driven the Guardians so far from their sacred charges, I wonder? The engraving to the north is next, I think.
Wanderers of the Golden Plains.
Wanderers of the Golden Plains, lay your roots in stone. With pride recall thy noble past, and make these rocks a home. Or, I think that was it, at least.
No doubt you're right. There are vestiges of nomadic customs in Tabor its guardian roots could never account for. This is proving most enlightening. Now, for the final stone.
Children of the hunters, now tillers of the land, reap her promised blessing and give praise her gracious hand. That's all three.
And so, we add primitive farmers to Tabor's founding peoples, the final piece of the puzzle. 3 engravings, one for each of the 3 peoples to have settled Tabor in ancient times. Guardians of the Mother Crystal, wanderers from across the plains, and last but certainly not least, hunters turned farmers. Little wonder it was so difficult to trace the roots of Tabor's culture. Those roots reach down through 3 distinct traditions. Nonetheless, one cannot help but wonder why this fact is not better known among scholars, given that the stones stand here for all to see.
Too many stairs, perhaps.
Too many by far. Here, and thank you.
Problem when you read things is you don't really commit them to memory. I had a bad feeling I was going to have to remember what they said, but then I was like, nah, it'll be fine.
Careful how
And then
you
it
pack
wasn't
that
fine.
leather. Any creases or scratches will bring down the price.
If you read things in your head, it's one thing. If you read it out loud, it's a different thing. But it tends to be. It doesn't have to be, but it tends to be. Right, let's boogie. Make some real progress
This
now.
is no time to ride.
Yes, I'm aware, but as soon as I get 6 inches this way, it will be.
The free cities under siege.
Hello.
Fly, Ambrosia.
Right, let's go this way and explore what's going on. There's a path we can't go down still, which is interesting. Orcs.
Orcs. Then let us be rid of them.
They are called fodder. So I can't imagine they'll be that hard. Just saying. Don't mean to be rude or anything, but
But at least we won.
hardly flawless. I basically didn't get hit, right? Speak for yourself, Jill. Maybe she was.
Clive. Smoke.
Is the city fallen?
Probably.
The free men are still holding their own, then.
Do we have any idea where Gav and the others might be?
There's a warehouse near the docks where we agreed to meet if there was any trouble. We should hurry.
Oh, there's a quest here. Oh, there's actually quests all over. Hang on. We'll do these 3 then, while I'm here. was going to stop the episode, but since there's actual things to do, I might as well do them. Hello. You're right, Martha.
Ah, Clive. Just the man I was hoping to see.
Oh? And why is that?
You remember how some of Sir Wade's guardians took up residence here after the Akashic attacked? Well, now the rest have come to join him. Seems their barracks in the Lazarus have been lost to an ether flood. Now, I don't mind having a few more brave boys around to keep them animals at bay. I ain't daft after all. But we ain't got nowhere for 'em to bed down. Poor buggers are having to make do with haylofts and chocobo pens. I'd build 'em a new barracks here if I could. But where would I put 'em? There just ain't enough room up here on the rock. Which leaves us in a bit of a pickle. The people we're counting on to keep us safe are living like beggars.
I see.
And it isn't just that lot. There's bears to think about too. There's been more and more of them turning up lately, coming from all over looking for safe haven. But there's only so many we can shelter with the room we've got. We can't keep cramming more and more people into less and less space. What we need is a new home for our new arrivals. And that's what I was hoping you might help me with. If it ain't too much of a burden, of course.
Okay.
It's no burden.
Thank you, Clive.
So, where were you thinking of making this new home?
Well, I reckon we could do a lot worse than Eastpool.
Eastpool. It's been a long time since I thought about that place.
It was a tragedy, what happened. And if any of us could have done anything to stop it, we would have. But what's done is done. And those who lived there wouldn't have wanted the village they loved to be left in ruins.
I suppose you're right.
The blight might be pressing in, but I reckon it's got a good few years left in it yet. There's just one problem. A band of cutthroats have made it their den, and they don't seem like they'll be moving on in a hurry. Nasty bastards they are too. I've lost some good men to their raids. Would have sent someone to clear 'em out sooner, if my boys didn't already have their hands full fending off the Akashic. But now we've got a few more Guardians of the Flame to call on. I reckon it's time we made our move. What do you say? Fancy leading a raiding party?
I do. Eastpool was once home to people I loved. I won't have bandits sully those memories. I'll gladly drive them out of there.
And I know the men will gladly follow you. I've already shared a few thoughts with Sir Wade about how we might be able to win the place back. And I dare say he's got some ideas of his own too. Why don't you go and talk to him?
Of course.
Rekindling the flame. That's right by Eastpool.
Back to Eastpool.
Right by Phoenix Gate.
Not just yet. Let's hear Wade's plan first.
Right then, Wade. What's up, buddy?
So, Wade, it's good to see you well.
And you, Lord Rosfield. And you.
I spoke with Martha. She tells me you have plans to free Eastpool and make it your own.
That's right, though it was mostly her idea. I rather fear my men have been treading on her toes somewhat since joining us, not to mention each other's. And then there are the bearers, men and women who found the courage to flee their masters and sought refuge here. We need somewhere to settle them, and I can think of worse places than Eastpool.
As can I. Which is why I agreed to help you win it back.
That's very kind of you. I'd be most grateful if you would. With you beside us, we shall soon send that rabble of rogues running for the hills.
So, what can you tell me?
That thankfully there aren't too many of them. Fewer than a dozen at our last count. And rather less, thankfully. The road that leads there will more than likely still be crawling with Akashic. A small force would suffice to clear the village. But if the Akashic were to follow them in, that force could end up trapped between a rock and a very hard place indeed.
I'll head into Eastpool and deal with the bandits. You and the Guardians can stay outside the village and fend off any Akashic who come too close. Make sure I'm not taken unawares.
I can't ask you to bear all that risk yourself, my lord.
The Akashic are the bigger risk. I can handle a few bandits.
Well, if you're sure, I shall summon my men at once.
Shall I wait for you here?
No need, my lord. You go on ahead. We'll be with you before long.
All right. I'll meet you at Eastpool then.
We shall see you there, and may victory await our coming.
Hello, mates.
Who the hell are you?
It's me, Joey, pressing the wrong buttons.
Kill them!
You will leave this place or face the consequences. That's the end of that, then. Or maybe not. What's that
Two
thing doing
scoops.
here? Doesn't matter. It goes too. Let's try.
Great name for an enemy, Two Scoops. Far too early. Let's see, let's do this bit.
Any more surprises? I'll take that as a no.
Bravo! A magnificent display, my lord.
You were watching. I thought you were keeping an eye out for a Kashik.
We were. Put down more than a few on the road, then arrived just in time to see you slay that... whatever it was.
Let's hope it was the last of its kind. Though I expect you and the Guardians will be up to the challenge should another appear.
I would hope so, my lord.
Your men will be bringing the bearers who'll be living here, I assume. It might be best to send word for them to come right away. Before any other unsavory characters move in.
Of course. I'll send orders for them to depart immediately. Leave it with me, my lord.
Some time later.
Home. Without masters.
No. We're the masters now. Our lives are our own at last.
That's all of them. And not a single Akashek in sight. Now to begin the important work of rebuilding the place. It won't be easy. Especially not after 5 years of beasts and blackguards having their wicked way with the place. The masonry might still be sturdy enough, but half the beams are rotted. Those that weren't lost in the fire or burned by the bandits, that is. It'll take a bit of elbow grease. But we'll see Eastpool rise again. Just you wait.
So wait. Lady Hannah is buried here. If you don't mind, I'd like Oscar to join the rebuilding efforts. He should be a part of this.
Of course. I couldn't agree more.
I'll let Martha know that everyone arrived safely. If you need anything more, you have only to send a Stolas.
And we will, my lord. Safe travels.
Eastpool lives again.
Let's go and tell Martha the good news.
Hello, Martha. I've fixed City in that. It's good, isn't it?
Ah, there you are. All went well then?
Yes.
Sir Wade told me you got rid of the bandits while his lot kept an eye out. Nicely done. And what's all this about some shape-shifting nightmare showing up? On second thoughts, don't tell me. It'll only give me nightmares of me own. What matters is you did it. And now we can build our new village.
I suppose it will be. What will you call it?
What else? Eastpool. Sir Wade said it best. There's plenty bad happened to that place, but that don't undo the good that happened there. No need to throw the baby out with the bathwater.
Did Wade say that?
Well, something along those lines. Anyway, the poor souls might have made it to Eastpool, but their work ain't done yet. So the way I see it, neither is mine. If it's food or lumber or strong backs they need, the rest is ready to provide it.
Thank you, Martha.
No, thank you. You didn't have to help us.
I wanted to.
Cool. So, that's that bit done. We've got a quest in Oclad and a quest in Lostwing. Lostwing will be dealing with the rebellion of the bad man, right?
I'll be taking you all to a storehouse in the Bales.
Guy who's finally come to fucking mess everything up.
You know what you have to do. Clive, I fear that I must bid you farewell. As you know, our time grows short. The Lord Chief Justice's vultures are circling. We must strike now. Before we part, I want you to know that, though I may not always have been your most vocal ally, I trust you, as I trusted your predecessor.
Thank you. I appreciate the sentiment, and I understand more than anyone how you feel. But is revenge really the answer?
It is the one I found, and it is all that I have lived for since that day.
But what of Lostwing? Everything you've built.
I built Lostwing to achieve this aim. Once it is done, the village will have served its purpose. My comrades and I are sure of our cause, and we shall fight to the last, come what may. But there are those among us who cannot fight. Children, the elderly, bearers afflicted by the curse. I would place Lostwing in their hands, if I thought it would do them any good. But a village home only to the frail and the infirm is not likely to stay a safe haven for long. And so, Clive, I find myself turning to you once more. Will you take them to your hideaway, that they might live even should Lostwing die?
Okay, sure.
I will.
Thank you. I will not have it said that I did not see to the well-being of those who rallied to my cause. The people I speak of have withdrawn to Gotan's Bales, away from danger in case the Black Shields strike.
Understood. I'll make sure they get to the hideaway safely.
Then the last of my preparations are complete. Fare you well, Clive. And may Griga guide us. All of us.
For great justice, too.
Come then, brother. We are awaited in Gotan's Bales.
It's cool to get Joshua's dialogue. I guess maybe you can't do these after a while if Joshua leaves the party or something, but it's nice to have him talk to me during these. Makes it feel a little bit more alive. I'd have played more FF14 if I wasn't cripplingly afraid of talking to other humans in a social setting. I could never get on. I mean, I think I played around with Born, and the last dungeon of the game I never actually did, because I joined a raiding party of like 20 people, because that dungeon is like a 20-person, 10-person, whatever dungeon. And everyone already knows how to do it, so they just run straight through it, and you don't get to actually experience it. So by the time I was like through 2 rooms, they'd finished the dungeon. And so I was like, oh, because they ignored all the enemies and everything. So I was like, oh, okay, that's kind of boring.
Everyone. Quentin has asked that you come with me. He can no longer guarantee your protection, but I can. There's a safe place I can take you to.
Well, if that's what the Master thinks best. Sid, none of us would be standing here today if it weren't for Master Quentin. We owe him our lives. So we ain't about to start telling him what he should do with his. If he's saying we ain't safe in Lost Wing no more, it's 'cause he ain't coming back. And if that's what has to happen, then so be it. I only hope he can see this through to the end. That we get to see justice done.
I hope so too.
Oi! You lot! Where's everyone else? They ain't already left, have they?
They've gone with Master Quentin.
Fuck! Fuck! Fuck!
What's wrong?
I've just come from the Justice's Manor. We have to get Quentin to call off the attack. It ain't just the Black Shields protecting the place. He's got a guard dog and all. A fucking monster. They don't stand a chance against that thing. If I don't get the message to them, they're all gonna fucking die.
No. We can't let this happen. Sid! Don't worry about us. You've got to catch up with him. We can't let Quentin die before that bastard does.
All right. I'll do what I can. Where is this manor?
It's way over to the east, through the woods. Heaven Hall, he calls it.
Promise us, Sid. Promise us you'll do what you can.
I'll try. This is near the bomb zone.
Come on.
Yeah!
Right, I'm on the way. Where's the little entrance? It's further down. Okay.
Straight home now.
Clive, look.
Don't tell me we're too late. Quentin, are you all right?
No. But I am alive. Which is more than I can say for my comrades. They followed me without question all the way here. And they died. For nothing.
This must be the guard dog. Quentin. I'll hold it off. You go.
But
your comrades didn't die for nothing. They died for you. Don't let their sacrifice be in vain.
I won't.
Come on, then.
That is no real guard dog.
No. Just a rabbit beast that needs to be run down.
Come on then, buddy. It's a good name. See ya.
If only we'd arrived earlier. Is it over?
It is. He wept and begged for mercy. And I cut him from ear to ear, just as I dreamed of doing all these years. All my plans, building a haven in Lostwing, freeing bearers from their chains and recruiting them to my cause. It was all for this. But what is this? Justice? My faithful comrades. All those lives lost, so that I might take another.
Quentin.
Master Quentin! Oh, thank Grieger you're safe.
You're alive.
And so are you. I'm so sorry. I tried to warn you about that thing. And I hate to say it, but there's more bad news. It's Lostwing. It's been flooded.
What?
Lostwing. My Lostwing.
And look who's here.
They must have stolen in after we left, just before the flood struck. What if there are still people in there?
Don't be a fool! Damn it. Quentin's not going to last long in there.
Then we finish this quickly.
Just die for me, thank you. You ain't gonna heal enough, sorry friend. Just gonna cut him into ribbons while you try and heal him uselessly. It's gonna be so sad. Bye-bye.
I need to get back to Quentin. Quentin! Quentin! Look at me! Thank the Founder. He hasn't turned. I'm going to get you out of here.
sometime later.
Welcome back to the land of the living.
Is Lostwing?
The flood has filled the valley.
I see. Then all is at an end. A strange way to achieve one's life's ambition.
No, Master Quinton. Save your strength.
Why? All that I strove for is gone. Only emptiness remains. I have nothing left to live for.
What the heck are you on about? You've got us, ain't you? Don't try telling me you only freed us so you could get revenge. We're more than that to you, and we all know it.
I thought you weren't coming back. But I prayed, and you did. There's got to be a reason for that, right? Can't we just go back to how it was? You know, you looking after us all.
Your work ain't over yet, Master Quinton. We believed that you were the right man to lead us, and we still do.
Your village may be lost, but it seems your people aren't, so long as you remain to guide them.
But why? After what why would anyone follow me?
'Cause we're family, aren't we?
Family?
Yeah, and all our comrades who went with you, they felt the same. Lostwing weren't just a village. It was all of us.
It was. And as long as we're still here, it is too.
We can start again. Build a new Lostwing, right here in the Bales.
A fresh start. One life ends, and another begins. Why just a village? We could build towns. A nation, even. What's to stop us?
That's the Master Quinton we know.
Please. I am nobody's master. Quinton will suffice. After all, we are family. Permit me to withdraw my request. I will no longer be needing your help in looking after my people.
I'll pretend you never asked.
But you must be rewarded for your efforts on our behalf. You saved my life twice over. And more besides.
A bottle or two of your finest red will suffice.
Of course. Nothing but the best. And I have a feeling that this year's vintage will be the finest yet. If you don't mind waiting, that is.
I look forward to it.
Quest complete. The Hanged Man signboard. The emblem of the Hanged Man, the tavern at the heart of Lostwing. The village is a haven for the downtrodden built around a fallen ruin. One is apt to reveal its secrets to the Hanged Man's enigmatic tavern keeper. Wicked Wheel, shortened, and meteorite.
I'd have followed Quinton to that manor if I could have done, and I'll keep following him now. Wherever that surly bastard cares to lead us.
Sorry, just jumping for
Quinton's
joy.
gonna build us new Lostwing, and I'm gonna help.
So, is Lostwing actually just like Akashic City now? Yeah. But it's all completely screwed. Where is the, yes, over there. I wonder if there's anything underneath the cellars now. It's been a while since I've been there. I don't suppose there'll be anything down here, but... I wonder if things that become flooded ever stop becoming flooded, or whether they're flooded forever. You know? Like, is there ever a time where it isn't flooded anymore? Or is it just super screwed for all time? That's my question, you know? So... That's a random crapola I'm not interested in. Right. I don't suppose there's anything here, but that's fine. Thought I'd have a look. This bit's to the Kashik. Oh, hello. Big man with a cannon. Cannon boy. The Holy Trumpeter. What? There is someone here. Okay. Right. Let's fight.
Bring out the man! Let me and my daughter purge them of their sin.
You'll regret doing my mother's bidding.
Still,
Ow. I don't think I'm going to kill him straight away this time. I might do some good damage though. Yeah, I didn't have enough time to do everything I wanted to do, but that's fine. That shit over there. This is the next thing I can do to probably make my life better. Is do Mega Flare at the same time. I killed him at least. See ya.
Your work here is done.
Well, I didn't expect there to be an actual person there, but I thought it's gone Akashic, so maybe that's triggered something. He was probably there before it went Akashic, to be honest, but... In Baklad. Let's go.
If we're going to do
Hello.
this, we'll need...
Clive, Your timing is impeccable. It just so happens that right at this very moment, we're in need of someone with your talents.
And what talents would those be?
Why, your fearlessness, and your skill with a blade.
I'm listening.
Well, as I'm sure you're aware, when these dark skies swept over the Republic, so too did a wave of chaos and confusion. Randalar has been particularly badly affected. Many of the capital's bearers have lost their masters, or taken the opportunity to flee them. None remain free for long, of course. Most find themselves under the protection of the Fist before they get far. But the army too is in disarray, and finds itself unable to provide for its new charges. Which means it has been looking to sell.
And you've been looking to buy, to make sure these masterless bearers remain that way.
Precisely. It's the perfect opportunity to free dozens more, and for an attractive price, no less.
So where does my skill with a blade come in?
Though we may have the funds to buy these bearers, we have nowhere to house them. So we've been searching for a place where they can be resettled. Somewhere far from the prying eyes of those who would see them enslaved once more. And we believe we have found one. Cashlock. A small hamlet hidden in a canyon.
Okay.
The place was abandoned a long time ago, but when the men moved out, the beasts moved in.
And so we seek the aid of a fearless swordsman to encourage them to look elsewhere. You'll help, won't you?
Of course.
How could I refuse?
Excellent. Theo, if you wouldn't mind making arrangements for the transportation of our guests, as we discussed.
Of course. Leave everything with me.
Sounds like you'll have your work cut out for you.
I will. We have an entire village to stock and furnish. Residents and all. Even if I begin right now, I'll be working day and night. So I'd better get started. Try to clear the place out before the wagons roll in, won't you?
I'll do my best.
You will find a village in Chadra's Thread, past Lateney's Cleft. My man there will open the gate for you.
All right. Wish me luck.
I'm sure you won't need it.
Trading places. So I can go through this way. Cashlock is a place I've been before, though I cut it out of the video that it was in because there wasn't anything there at the time. Now you'll actually see it, because there is something there. It's just a big valley full of monsters, there's really not a lot to it.
This must have been a nice place once.
There will be again.
My angle, please. Lots of them. make it like a precision sick? I have no idea. Like, just after other things happen, I think, but not sure how to consistently do it.
I think that's the last of them.
I think you're right. Let's head back to Boklad.
Okay.
Something the matter, Theodore? Quiet.
Those are our terms. I trust that you will give them your full consideration.
I shall. Thank you.
Him again.
Someone you know?
Yes. And, no. But enough about him. How did you fare down in Cashlock?
It's done. The village is safe now.
You made quick work of it, as always.
I should go and let Eloise know.
Don't let me keep you. But Clive, don't tell her I was watching her, will you? She'll only get upset. I'll explain everything once you've finished with your report.
All right. We'll speak then.
Transportation 100 talents. Transportation domestic 500 talents. Transportation external 1,000 talents. All prices per wagon. Money's up front. Additional fees for heavier and double loads. Consult within.
Eloise, I just got back from Cashlock. The village should be safe now.
Thank you, Clive. Here, something for your trouble. Well then, now that you have laid the groundwork for our little project, I suppose we'd better finish the job. The first thing we'll need to do is make sure our offer for the bearers is accepted.
You're still in negotiations?
We are. A trusted colleague has been dealing with the Fist on our behalf, but things have been trickier than we anticipated. I suppose it's to be expected. This is the army we're dealing with. Fighting's what they do. But we shall emerge victorious in the end.
Well, if you need any help, you know where to find me.
I'm not sure I do. But thank you, all the same.
That one's a little bit easier than the others. But worth 50, strangely.
Ah, Clive.
You wanted to talk?
The man I was watching earlier, the one speaking to my sister. He represents the Silver Peak Consortium. It's one of the bigger trading houses.
I don't think I've heard of them.
Well, every trader in Dharmekia has. They operate across the length and breadth of the Republic, and they're still expanding. They've been trying to get Eloise to join their ranks for some time now, and judging by her reaction earlier, I'd say she had half a mind to accept their latest offer.
And you'd rather she didn't?
I would rather she did what makes her happy. And I would never deny her such an opportunity. Eloise saved me from slavery. And we have striven to save others like me ever since. But this was not the life my sister wanted, nor the one she deserves. I won't let her give up on her dreams again for my sake. She freed me from my bonds. And she must be freed from hers in turn.
You're a good man, Theo.
I have always been grateful for what my sister did for me. And I want to repay the favor by letting her live her own life. But each time an opportunity to do just that arises, she turns it down. For my sake.
She loves you.
And I love her. Which is why I want this time to be different. To show her that I don't need to be watched over anymore. Though I'm sure I'll still need some help from time to time. I trust that I can count on you.
Always.
Thank you, Clive. Well then, I had better get back to work. These bearers aren't going to move themselves.
Indeed.
That's a job for the Crimson Caravans.
Okay, so that's that done. Let's go back to base, because I'm sure there'll be some more hunts now, and also I've probably got some renown rewards I could get, at least one, probably. Yes, and there are some new marks. Okay.
Did you see that? Tell me you saw that.
So let me get these renown rewards, and then I'll save, and then I'll remember that the hunts are there because I'll see it. A gift. Enclosed you'll find an item of high and strange order, one for which I require neither thanks nor recompense. Consider it a reminder of where loyalty is the best place, the Chapman.
Here you are. All done?
Okay. What's that do? Increases line heart tonic duration by 30 seconds. Okay. I'll see you guys next time when we go and kill the rest of these dastardly creatures. See you then. Goodbye.